From village to republic, the humble beginnings of Rome. Rome, a city that evokes images of grandeur and power, had humble beginnings. In the 8th century BC, it was a small village in central Italy, inhabited by shepherds and farmers. Legend has it that Romulus, raised by a she-wolf, founded the city in 753 BC. While the legend adds a mythical charm, the reality was far less dramatic. Early Rome was ruled by kings, some native, some Etruscan. The Etruscans, a powerful civilization north of Rome, heavily influenced Roman culture and architecture. However, Roman kings were not absolute rulers. They shared power with the Senate, a council of elders representing powerful families. In 509 BC, a pivotal event occurred. The Romans expelled the last Etruscan king and established a republic. This marked a turning point in Roman history. The republic was not a democracy as we know it today, but it did distribute power more broadly than the monarchy. The early republic faced numerous challenges, both internal and external. Rome fought for its survival against neighboring tribes, gradually expanding its territory. This period witnessed the development of Roman law, military organization, and a strong sense of civic duty. These factors would prove crucial in Rome's rise to power. The Roman Republic, forged in the crucible of constant warfare, proved to be an effective military and political entity. Roman legions, known for their discipline and organization, triumphed over their enemies, expanding Roman control over the Italian peninsula. One of the key factors in Rome's military success was its innovative approach to warfare. The Romans developed flexible tactics and formations, adapting to different terrains and enemies. They also excelled in siege warfare, allowing them to capture fortified cities. As Rome expanded, it faced new challenges. The Punic Wars against Carthage, a powerful North African empire, tested Roman strength to its limits. The First Punic War, from 264 to 241 BC, saw Rome defeat Carthage in a long and costly naval war, gaining control of Sicily. The Second Punic War, from 218 to 201 BC, witnessed the legendary Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca leading his army across the Alps, winning a series of stunning victories against Roman legions. However, Rome persevered, ultimately defeating Hannibal and securing its dominance over the Western Mediterranean. The Roman Republic, despite its successes, was plagued by internal tensions. Social unrest, political corruption, and the rise of powerful generals led to a series of civil wars. Out of this chaos emerged Julius Caesar, a brilliant general and politician. Caesar conquered Gaul, which is modern-day France, amassed immense power, and was eventually declared dictator for life. His reforms and military victories expanded Roman territory and influence. However, his growing power alarmed the Senate, leading to his assassination in 44 BC. Caesar's death sparked another round of civil wars. His adopted son, Octavian, emerged victorious, defeating Mark Antony and Cleopatra in the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. Octavian, later known as Augustus, became the first Roman emperor, ushering in the Roman Empire. Augustus's reign marked the beginning of the Pax Romana, a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity that lasted for 2 centuries. The empire reached its greatest territorial extent under Trajan in the 2nd century AD, stretching from Britain to Egypt and from Spain to Mesopotamia. Section 4. The seeds of decline, internal strife and economic troubles. The Roman Empire, despite its outward appearance of strength and stability, faced growing internal problems. Political instability, economic woes, and military overstretch gradually weakened its foundations. One of the most persistent problems was the succession crisis. The Roman Empire lacked a formal system of succession, leading to power struggles and assassinations. Emperors often met untimely ends, creating periods of uncertainty and violence. The Roman economy, heavily reliant on conquest and slavery, faced increasing difficulties. As the empire stopped expanding, the influx of slaves and plunder declined. This led to inflation, unemployment, and a decline in living standards for many. Military spending, a significant drain on the Roman treasury, became increasingly unsustainable. The empire faced constant pressure from barbarian tribes along its borders, requiring a large standing army to defend its vast territories. Section 5. The fall of the Western Roman Empire. A multitude of factors. The decline of the Roman Empire was a complex process spanning centuries and involving a multitude of factors. By the 3rd century AD, the empire faced a perfect storm of internal and external pressures that it could not withstand. Barbarian invasions played a significant role in the empire's demise. Waves of Germanic tribes pushed westward by the Huns from Central Asia exerted increasing pressure on Roman borders. The Romans, weakened by internal strife and economic woes, struggled to repel these invasions. In 410 AD, the Visigoths, a Germanic tribe, sacked Rome, a symbolic event that sent shockwaves throughout the empire. Although Rome recovered, it was a shadow of its former self. The Western Roman Empire continued to crumble, with various Germanic tribes establishing their kingdoms within its former territories. The final blow came in 476 AD, when Odoacer, a Germanic general, deposed Romulus Augustulus, the last Western Roman emperor. This event is traditionally considered the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Section 6. The Legacy of Rome and Enduring Influence. The fall of the Western Roman Empire marked the end of an era, but Rome's legacy continued to shape Western civilization for centuries to come. Roman law, known for its emphasis on justice and fairness, formed the basis of legal systems in many Western countries. The Latin language, once spoken throughout the empire, evolved into Romance languages such as Italian, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. Roman architecture, characterized by its grandeur and innovative use of materials such as concrete and arches, inspired countless buildings and structures throughout history. Roman roads and aqueducts, feats of engineering prowess, facilitated trade, communication, and urban development. Section 7. Conclusion: Rome's lessons for today. The story of the Roman Empire, from its humble beginnings to its spectacular rise and fall, offers valuable lessons for today. It reminds us that even the most powerful empires are not immune to decline, and that internal divisions and external pressures can undermine even the strongest of foundations. Rome's legacy, however, extends far beyond its eventual collapse. Its contributions to law, language, architecture, and political thought continue to shape our world. By studying Rome's triumphs and failures, we gain a deeper understanding of our own history and the forces that shape civilizations.